Man, he worked awesome. I got him stood up in there good tonight, and I got a great start, and he fired. He run hard tonight.
Awesome. And have you been riding him all year?
Yeah, I rode him pretty much everywhere. Except I rode Shake him at probably 5 or 6 rodeos and a few other horses, different places. But pretty much him most of the year.
Okay, tell me what he means to you. To have a horse like that, you can really depend on.
Man, having a horse like him, I know day in, day out, I can back in there, and if I do my job, he gives me a chance to win. If there's something and he makes a mistake, it's usually the way I rode him, or there's a failure in my position on his back.
Okay, Ryan, let's start with you. Tell me about Starbucks and how he worked for you tonight.
Man, Starbucks works great tonight. He works great every time. He's been a blessing to me. He's out of a mare my mom's. We raised him. He's by a mare that my mom had good luck on. And in the cutting, and the stud is a stud that my stepdad won the NCHA fraternity on. So we raised him. He's kind of special to our ranch and our family and everything else. Everything I've got, we raised right there. But he's been the best one I've had. So the best one I've ever been on.
Awesome. Aaron, tell me about Smudge. What did he do for you tonight?
Smudge works so good in this building. He scores great, whether it's long scores, short scores. He just works his butt off in this building. He's so quick-footed. I can do whatever. He gives me room to face at the wall. His face is outstanding, and I wouldn't be on any other horse here in this building.
Awesome. Tell me about his background. How long have you had him, and where did he come from?
I've had him for 3 years. He come from me, from a friend of mine over in Cave Creek, Kirby Anderson. He just always rode him in low number opens and everything, and he was moving to Texas and he wanted rid of him, so I ended up with him. He's a Leo bred.
Awesome. That was a good decision on your part, right?
Best decision I ever made.
Tyson, let's start with you. Tell me about your horse. What's his background and how did he work for you tonight?
Actually, that horse's name is Nico. He's absolutely amazing. I bought him last year from Justin Moss and Doug Huff, and Caleb's ridden him, Kate Swart's ridden him, a bunch of people have ridden him, and he's made the difference for me this year. He just worked awesome.
How long have you had him?
I bought him last February, so I've had him not quite a year.
Okay, cool. And how did he work tonight?
Actually, tonight he was the sharpest he's been. I got good separation when I roped the calf. He handled it right. He set my go up, and you know what? We're here, so he worked awesome.
Right. Awesome. Okay, Caleb, how about your horse?
Pockets, he's been a blessing to me and my family. He's the only one I have. I went to 75 rodeos this year, and I probably rode him at 65 of them.
Wow.
And I've won probably 3 times more than I paid for him, so it was a good investment. And he's given me confidence in my roping coming back, and I know as long as I do my job, we'll have a chance to win, because I don't make bad calves good, he makes bad calves good.
Right, very cool. How long have you had him?
I actually bought him last February too, from Ian Wells, and he come from Wyoming, and he's just been great. And he's a big horse. He weighs 1,300 pounds. When you look at him, you'd think he can trot, but he's an athlete. He's a big, fat athlete, but he's great at what he does.
Okay, cool. Tell me about your run tonight. How did he work for you tonight?
He was great. I missed the start a little bit, running farther than I wanted to, and actually when I put my slack, I got it right between his ears, and he didn't bother him at all. It made me a little nervous, but he did his job, and we had a great calf, and it turned out wonderful.
Taylor, tell me about your horse that you were riding tonight.
I was on Bo, and he is a little bit older and a little bit wiser, I guess, because he's working really good this week, and I couldn't be happier with him.
Awesome. How many times have you been here with him?
This is my 2nd year.
Okay, very good. Tell me about your run tonight.
It was a good run. I'm not saying it was a bad run. I'm here, so it was really a great run. I definitely think there's room for improvement, so we'll work on that. But he worked good, and like I said, the first 2 rounds I kind of hit barrels, and I wasn't bummed, but I'd wanted to win, And when I didn't win, it was a little bit disappointing. But I knew he was working good, and it'd come around.
Right, and it did, so good deal. Tell me a little bit more about your horse. How long have you had him, and what's his history?
I have had him 4 years now, and he is 10 this year. I've rodeoed on him all 4 years. When I got him, he hadn't been to many rodeos. Actually, he hadn't been to any at all, so I just kind of took him to the amateur rodeos and the college rodeos and kind of got him used to all the slacks and stuff like that before I brought him to the perfs.
Right, okay. And what's he like? What's his personality like?
Bo's a pretty cool cat. in the back, he knows he's there for business, so he's pretty chill. It kind of makes me a little nervous sometimes because I don't know if he realizes what we're about to do. But he's pretty laid back most of the time. Sometimes he's a little high strung and doesn't have good manners, but majority of the time he's easy to handle.